Good day everyone, we are the group 4 and we're going to report regarding the alkane and alkenes and their properties and application.
Alkanes are the simplest organic compounds consist of only hydrogen and carbon bonded with only single bonds between carbon atoms. They are colorless and odorless. Alkanes are not very reactive and have little biological activity. It is also called the saturated hydrocarbons, which includes monocyclic and polycyclic. The general formula for alkane is CnH2n plus 2. Alkanes have physical and chemical properties. Physical property: with only carbon and hydrogen makeup, charge separation within molecules of various alkenes would be difficult. Thus, any intermolecular interactions are likely to be the weakest interaction. The chemical properties of alkenes includes combustion, halogenation, and nitrification. Chemical property of an alkene is combustion. Combustion is the capacity to burn. The next property is halogenation. Halogenation is the formation of very reactive species, such as radicals, is significant to inducing the inert alkanes to participate in substitution reaction. Three stages in this reaction. First, initiation stage. During this stage, important radicals are formed either thermally or photochemically. Second, propagation stage. Here, radicals are seen to react, but more radicals are produced so that the reaction may continue. Third, termination stage. Radicals came together to produce normal molecules, and radical has been removed, thus, chain is broken and reaction stops. And last, the conversion to other hydrocarbons. Here, long-chain alkenes are often broken down in the process of cracking or isomerized to better selling fractions.
I will now be talking about the examples of alkanes and its applications. The simplest alkane is methane, which is a saturated hydrocarbon with the chemical formula CH4. It is a primary component of natural gas and also a greenhouse gas, emitted from both natural and human sources. It is odorless, colorless, and flammable, thus its primary use is as fuel to make heat and light. Methane can be used as fuel for ovens, water heaters, kilns, automobiles, and turbines, just to name a few. Another application of methane is it is used as chemical feedstock to produce hydrogen gas and subsequently produce ammonia. Another example of alkanes is ethane, with the chemical formula C2H6. At standard temperature and pressure, ethane is a colorless, odorless gas, much like methane, and is the second largest component of natural gas. Its main use is to produce ethene, otherwise known as ethylene by its IUPAC name, through stem cracking, which will subsequently manufacture plastic, automotive antifreeze, and detergents. Another application is it can be used as a refrigerant in cryogenic refrigeration systems. Pentane is also an example of an alkane, with the chemical formula C5H12. It has similar properties to butane and is used as the primary blowing agent in the production of polystyrene foams, example, styrofoam. It is also used in laboratories as solvents because it can be easily evaporated if the need arises due to its volatility. Furthermore, it is an active ingredient in pesticides, and lastly, it is used in liquid chromatography.
Examples of alkanes. So I have one, maybe two. First is propane. So what is the chemical formula for propane? It's C3H8, and my number two example is butane. Its chemical formula is C4H10. Yeah. And what are the uses of these alkanes, propane and butane? So they don't really differ from each other, but they are similar in terms of using it. So propane is used for propane gas burner, like for cooking, and butane too is for cooking, like for example LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, and butane is used for propellants in aerosol spray. That's all. Thank you.
A report regarding alkenes. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons. They are hydrocarbons because they are only made up of hydrogen and oxygen atoms. They are unsaturated because they have only one or double bonds in their chemical structures. The real formula for alkenes is RC double bond CR. The R there means methyl group. So let's move on to the properties of alkenes. First is the physical properties. All alkenes exist in three natural states: the solid, liquid, and gas. Alkenes are insoluble in water due to the weak force of van der Waals. But alkenes are soluble in organic substances such as benzene or acetone. So let's go to the chemical properties of alkenes. As you all know, alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons. That made them highly reactive. They are more reactive than the alkane. They also undergo three stages of main reaction. Oxidation by potassium permanganate. When alkenes are reacted with cold dilute potassium permanganate, also known as Bayer's reagent, it forms vicinal glycols. It also decolorizes the pink color of potassium permanganate, so it is used for testing unsaturation in compounds.